Good morning, everybody. Hey, everybody out there. This is Kris Nicholson. Just waking up. Actually, I was up probably like around 5 o'clock, and just getting my body up and getting ready for work and everything like that. I think I was up more than that. It's 8:31 right now, so I was probably like up a little bit earlier. But I just wanted to get your opinion of what color shall I actually make this piano, because a lot of people say, oh, it looks good there, like the original color that you have already, or I was thinking about doing it black. So let me show you first what it looks like, and then you guys get to actually see. This is what it looks like now. It's a high polish. I never thought I could do a high polish finish, but it's a high polish beechwood, and that's what it looks like right now. And the beechwood just gives it that, hey Jamie, how you been? The beechwood gives it that natural look finish, which is really very rare on a grand piano. But it's just too plain for me. I mean, to me, it's a little too plain. But I have to buff out the sides a little bit more. So today I'm going to take a buffer to the sides and some rubbing compound and buff out the sides on it. I did a lot of improvements on here. As you can see over here, this is the inside of it. The controls are right over there. So, but what I did is I put in a brand new key bed, and with the key bed, there's another feature that I'm trying to put, which is the una corda pedal, which is the left pedal. Once you press the left pedal on a real grand piano, the keyboard shifts to the right a little bit. So that's exactly what I'm working on. So let me show you this. These are the parts I have to sand down. You won't believe it. I had to veneer all of these parts. Veneering these parts is like building another piano, honestly. Building the exoskeleton shell of a piano. Good morning, Frank. How are you? Hey, Bill. And so what I did is at the fallboard piece, I built that. This is the fallboard piece. That's the fallboard slip. That's the fallboard right there. That's the music desk. I had to put veneer on all of that. This is the music, this music desk rack. This is the music desk. This is the music desk prop. That right here, I'm thinking about changing. So that's gonna be one thing. This was the hardest part to veneer right here. I had to veneer this whole, I don't know if you remember what it looked like before, but it looks 10 times better when I re-veneered it. And this is the lid prop right here. And the lid prop, I have to take the pin out, but it goes in two positions. So I veneered the lid prop. Somebody's texting me. I have a newly designed lid logs, both of them. I designed both of them so they look a lot better and a lot more stable for the piano. The bottom side of the lid is already polished. It's already polished, and it looks cool. Good, does tonight look good for you? I don't know, I gotta see. I have to actually see how much money I have left, you know? I'll let you know, Frank, by midday. So this is the first part of the lid right here. And this is the second part of the lid. And here's my buffing and sanding. I'm gonna do the sanding outside because my friends are sleeping. But let me show you this. So I'm gonna put this back on a stand. I want to show you something real cool. And it's not connected yet, so what I have to do is I have to figure out the mechanism on it. Oh, by the way, it's getting brand new wheels. These wheels I don't particularly like, so I'm going to put brand new wheels on it. Right over here, the keyboard can actually go in and out, which I'll show you in a minute. But what I wanted to show you, and let me see if you guys are seeing this correctly. Yeah, you guys are seeing it correctly. Okay. I had the cables hidden. This is just one cable that's actually going to be hidden right here. But the reason it's like that is because it's a test. When I press the left pedal, which is this pedal right over here, and it's not hooked up yet, but when I press the left pedal, the keyboard shifts back and forth, just like that. So I have a spring that's actually loaded, and it's going to shift back and forth. With the fall board piece, this goes in carefully. Before, I had to do some kind of drastic maneuver for it. But yeah, just like that. So that's going to be the new fall board for it. So when it opens up, it's perfect. It's perfect. And I have to design new cheeks for it. So that's another thing. I have to design the new cheek blocks. So I was deciding, you know, everybody who came and saw this piano, they're like, you should just leave it this color. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think I should leave it this color, or do you think I should make it I should make it like a satin black, or even a high polished black, ebony? You know, because I think this color is pretty nice, but for it to look on stage, the black will bring it out just a lot more, you know? So that's what I'm deciding to see if I want to have it black. Now remember, there was two pieces right here in this fall board. There was two pieces. There was this piece right here, and there was this piece right over here. The key slip, here's the key slip right here, and I'll see what side do I have it on. Okay, there we go. Key slip is supposed to be up against it, like that. So you get an idea. So key slip is supposed to be like that. And what happens is that when you lift up this keyboard, the fall board, key slip is up with hinges, and it folds down just like a concert grand. And that's how it's supposed to look, with my name on it. And but yeah, so with the fall board, this was two pieces. This was a top piece and a bottom piece. This piece I found from another piano, and the bottom piece was basically wood I just got from Lowe's. And what I did is with the veneer, I made it look like it was one piece, which is pretty cool. And it's actually two pieces. So what I have to do is I have to sand this down today and put the finish on. And then I have to take the piano legs apart and work on the veneer of that. So when I'm talking about veneer, and I'm running out, here's a sheet of veneer right here. And this is this is basically the coating. This is the exoskeleton that's on every single piano that you see out today. And you can get this in different shades, different kinds of woods. Like this one is beechwood, which is the smoothest. There's mahogany, there's babinga, there's Madagascar ebony, which I want, but that's too freaking expensive, so I couldn't afford that. But right now I got the beechwood because it was the least expensive, and this is something that I can actually make black, which is okay. But when people are seeing the wood grains of this, let's turn it around. Yeah, these wheels are not going to be there. I'm going to have brand new wheels. Let me see if you guys can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, when people see the wood grains on it, they're like, oh my gosh, it looks so freaking beautiful. And you know, I love it. I absolutely do love it, because you can see the wood grain patterns on it, and you guys can see I hope you guys can see my reflection. But with the black high polish, you guys will definitely able to see my reflection on here. It's already shiny and gloss. I mean, this has a mirror finish, but I just gotta buff it out. So I'm thinking either leave it this color or make it black, or make it black, and the next one I make, do another one this color, and everything like that. So I'm trying to decide what to do. If I would have known if I wanted a wood tone, I would have made it a little bit darker than what it is right now. I mean, because it looks beautiful, but I would have made it like more of a cherry mahogany than what it is right now. But it's not bad. The soundboard. Hold on a minute. The soundboard of the piano. The soundboard is going to be original, just like that. And I definitely glossed that up. I'm trying to find grills for the speakers. And I tell you this, it's a hard job doing all this. I'm already, right now I could say I'm already like $2,000 into this project. And I didn't think that. I'm $2,000 into this whole project right now, so I have to spend more money getting it. And what I wanted to try to do is I wanted to try to make more of these pianos, and not try to sell them yet, but try to just mostly display them, and then have like an auction of these pianos, or present them to the keyboard companies and see if they can make it. Because getting wood and getting all the materials, if I could get it wholesale, which I'm going to try to do, then this would be a least expensive piano and everything like that. But I don't know the price range what I want to make a piano like this yet, because I mean, I can make them smaller. I can make them like baby grand size. I can make them smaller. I can make them bigger. I can make them like concert grands. So a lot of people were asking me about the price range. What do you think the price range should be for a piano like this? You know, if I want your input. What do you think? Let's see. Does weight less than? Yeah, it weighs less than a regular piano. It does weigh a lot less than a regular piano. Only thing about it is that it's solid. It's solid. You won't believe it. This was, before I put the veneer on top of it, this was actually a cardboard siding. I don't know if you guys can remember that, but you can look at my earlier videos. This was a cardboard siding, and it's solid like a real piano rim. So I achieved that technology, I achieved that structure just to actually make it like a real piano rim. And I'm not making an acoustic piano, everybody. I'm making a digital piano. So this is definitely a digital piano that I wanted to make out of keyboards, normal keyboards. And so this is a digital piano out of something normal. Let me show you this. This is the Korg MicroStation, and you see right over here, the sides come apart, the bottom comes apart, the whole keyboard comes apart without me dismantling the whole keyboard. And Korg, the reason I use Korg is because you can actually, with any Korg keyboard, you can shape it to the way and the sound that you want it to be. So that's why I kind of choose the Korg keyboards to do that. Yamaha has some limitations, Casio has a lot of limitations. And other keyboard companies, they have a lot of limitations. But Korg, you could initialize this whole piano, this whole keyboard, and you can rebuild your sounds the way how you want it, which is really good. At the same time, it has a sequencer, has an arpeggiator, and it has a card slot. Excuse me. Has a little SD card slot right here, which is really good. USB, MIDI. So you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong. Only thing about this, it only has one pedal. It only has one pedal. So you guys can ask me, well, what about the other two pedals? So one of them is going to be the unicorder, which is going to simulate the shiftness of the piano. So hope you guys can see that. When the piano left pedal is pressed, it shifts that way, but very slightly, not too much like how I have it. It's going to shift like that. So it's just going to give you the experience of that. I am going to put lights in this piano, so I'm just waiting for more money to come and everything like that. I'm supposed to have a sale of a DX7. I'm selling one of my DX7s just to build the rest of this. So yes, I have a lot of money invested into this project, and you know, this is a fun project. If you want to do this, and if you're serious about it and want to try to build your own piano, what I suggest is first go to YouTube and look up Steinway & Sons, Mason & Hamlin, and see how they make their pianos first. Second thing is that what I suggest is try to buy the strongest but cheapest materials. There's some woods that can be soft, and there's some woods that have to be hard. Like the rim casing, I put pieces of wood throughout here. So this is not one piece of wood going all the way around. It's separate pieces of wood going throughout the whole rim. And what I did is I flipped the base of it upside down and drilled. Took long screws like this and drilled each and every one of those pieces of wood to it as my foundation. Then I put cardboard, very thick cardboard. There's different kinds of cardboards, just like different kinds of wood. So what I did is I put 6 layers of cardboard in front of the cheeks right here on each side, and the 6 layers of cardboard goes up to like right here. Throughout the whole piano, it's 4 layers of cardboard. The reason it's 4 layers of cardboard is because the solid wood is between it. Now, as you can see throughout the piano, its shape, it's not even. It goes differently, depending on how depending how the wood is. There's a little bit fatter on this side. I found wood that actually curves, so I put it on this side. And then right over here, this is thicker wood, because the reason it's a lot thicker wood than the side over here. The reason of that is because this side, when you flip it onto, when you flip it on the side, to the long side, it has to support all the weight of the piano. So this is going to be the strongest piece of wood. And this is just one from right here all the way to like right over here. Nope, right here. From right here to right here, it's just one long piece of wood. One huge long piece of wood, very strong wood. I forgot, I think it's like hard rock maple that I used. And you could get that at Lowe's. You could get that at Lowe's very, very cheap for probably like $10. And it's the shape. I had to form the wood as the shape of the piano. So that's the rim from here to here. What I have over here is going to be, when I move the piano, these are pro skid bars for pianos. Actually, it's supposed to be like this. These are moving pro skid bars, and what they do is that one skid bar is going to be right here, and I have to install this on. Well, first I have to buff out the piano, then install it on. So one's going to be right here, and the other one's going to be right here. And the reason for that has to be a little bit more even. So that's why I got the holes in here. So when I flip the piano on its side, it's protecting the finish, you know? And these, on the back of the skid bars, I have skid log 1, skid log 2. The reason I have, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put red felt right over here. So the red felt is pressing up against the piano, and it's protecting the finish. And then, oh wow, the shine is actually reflecting off of here. And then, so when I flip the piano on its side, just like on a normal concert grand, I can move it with the skid bars. The skid bars will probably get a little bit damaged, which is every time you move it. That's why I want to make it black, and that's no problem. The rest of the piano is not going to be damaged. This side over here is not going to be damaged at all. I can easily remake these two again. These two skid bars, honestly, the wood, they cost $3 each. $3 each. So I could easily make these again, or just respray over it. Just take these two off, respray over it, put a coat on it. And that's why I have these right here. It's not worth replacing the whole piano. That's a lot of work. Just replacing the whole panel of this piano right here. That's gonna be a lot of work. So that's why a lot of people's like, and also if you look at concert grand piano pictures, they have these skid bars on here. And they call it skid rails, pro moving skid rails. That's what they call it for piano. Piano pro moving skid rails, concert skid rails, and they have them on the concert grands, and it's just like that. And this is something that I don't have on that piano. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to design some for that piano and put them on there, because every time we move that piano, I'm always a little bit leery. Well, I have a grand board. I actually have a grand board, but with this and the skid rails, you don't need a grand board for it. So I didn't have to make a separate piece of wood grand board just for this. All right. Do a little bit more talking, then I got to get to work. But this piano could fit actually in an SUV. This piano could fit in a, here, let me bring the camera around. This piano could fit in an SUV. This piano could fit in like something like a Nissan Versa, you know, a little hatchback car, and actually could fit inside of it. And the reason I made it small with a micro station is because I wanted something that looked like a piano. And when I'm playing the micro station, it doesn't, to me, I'm not playing a keyboard. I'm actually playing a piano because it's in the right casing. All right, everybody, do me a favor. I got a lot of work to do. Click like, subscribe, follow me on everything. Go to my website, www.krisnicholson.com. I love each and every one of y'all, and have a good morning. Get to work safe, and thank you so much. Bye-bye. Mwah.